US plan has failed. Hello, gentlemen. This is Shattered, and I'm one of the voices presenting various arguments. Today we are discussing the failure of the United States, currently the most powerful nation globally. In the early 19th century, during the Industrial Revolution in the United States and Europe, the use of oil was increasing rapidly. However, oil fields were still limited, and Iran was one of the largest oil suppliers at that time. The British cunningly established a joint venture with Iran, known as the Anglo-Iranian Company, which extracted oil from Iran under a deal that allotted 84% of the profits to the British and 16% to Iran. Despite lacking their own oil fields, the British, by exploiting another nation's resources, claimed more than 80% of the profits. This setup proved lucrative for the British, but it was during this period that Iran saw the emergence of a new prime minister named Mohammad Mossadegh. Some of you may be familiar with him. On August 15, 1951, Mossadegh nationalized the entire Iranian oil industry and demanded the departure of the British from Iran. Suddenly, Iran was on the verge of becoming a powerful nation due to its control over one of the largest oil reserves globally. But what occurred next? A coup d'etat ensued. The Iranian populace revolted against Mossadegh, resulting in his arrest and removal from power. Now you may wonder, why did the people turn against a leader who had restored control over the nation's resources? The answer is simple. The CIA and the British conducted a smear campaign against Mossadegh, portraying him as a threat. Once enough people believed this narrative, they orchestrated a successful coup d'etat, stripping him of power and installing a compliant puppet, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. The focus shifted away from oil nationalization, and over the next 25 years, British and American companies established operations in Iran. Notable companies included Exxon and Standard Oil of California. These companies commenced oil extraction, providing Iran with only 50% of the profits. Consequently, the United States and the British reaped billions of dollars. This exploitation persisted for 2 decades until a religious revolution erupted in Iran, toppling the existing government. Subsequently, a religious leader named Ruhollah Khomeini assumed power, expelling the United States and the British, and ultimately nationalizing Iran's oil industry in 1979. However, the world had already discovered oil reserves in the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, and Iraq. In 1954, the Saudi king agreed to sell oil in dollars in exchange for U.S. security. Consequently, the U.S. dollar surged in value, and Saudi Arabia enjoyed American protection. By 1960, all Middle Eastern countries began trading oil in dollars, leading to the establishment of a U.S. naval base in Saudi Arabia to safeguard the nation. Consequently, Saudi Arabia no longer had to worry about its defense and flourished quietly for over 50 years until nearly a year ago. One of the enduring reasons for the animosity between Iran and the United States lies in these circumstances. If Iranian oil re-enters the market significantly, it could significantly impact prices. Rather than Saudi Arabia alone influencing prices, Iran could spark fierce price competition, which would pose a dilemma for Saudi Arabia. This is why Saudi Arabia is deeply resentful towards the United States and is aligning itself with the de facto BRICS alliance. Saudi Arabia's entry into BRICS will likely be a historic turning point, irreversibly undermining America's authority. America, aided by the European Union, has committed numerous injustices. It appears that this reality is becoming apparent to everyone. A new chapter in geopolitics is unfolding, and it's called BRICS. Decades of Middle East interventions, masked by biased media and messages of peace, are coming to an end. As you delve deeper into geopolitics, even though content like this video, you become increasingly aware of political class hypocrisies. Always remember, when America invades a country, it claims to do so for demilitarization or counter-terrorism. When Russia invades, it's viewed as an act of war. Of course, I jest, But unfortunately, many people hold such misconceptions. That concludes today's discussion. If you find this information insightful, please like it and share your opinions in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.